Well, hello, my chickens and roosters. We have another fragrance review for you, another affordable fragrance review. And this one was featured on my one of my Ross and Marshall's haul. And we're going to be reviewing this Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. So, yeah, this is what the box looks like. This is the front of the box. Green lettering in cursive and, you know, the normal capitalized bold print. Then we have some flowers here, which are outlined in gold, and the green leaves. So this represents the gardenia and the leaves. This is a Eau De Parfum spray vaporizer. This is a 3.3 fluid ounce, 100 ml. And by the House of Taylor. This is made in the USA. Okay, we have all the ingredients here. I don't think we need to know that. And then we have the barcode, and we do have the batch number. Sorry. We have the batch number right there for this bottle. So in case we wanted to know when it was bottled or packaged. So this is what the box looks like. So we're going to take it out of its box. This is the Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. So what do we have here? We have this beautiful green bottle. It's very simple. It's a very retro looking bottle, vintage looking. It's green, like a very nice candy apple clear green, which is very appealing to my eye. Actually, this is like one of my favorite colors to see as like decor and stuff, green and yellow. This color makes me happy. So we have you know, the bottle like starts narrow and then it opens up a little bit. It's got no font, it's got no name on anywhere on the bottle. It does have a small label right here at the bottom. That's about it. Now the cap is a frosted acrylic cap, and the lid, nothing much to it. There's a gold atomizer there. So that is what the bottle looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the actual review of the perfume, okay? We're gonna review the notes. We're gonna talk about it. Well, hello, my chickens and roosters. Welcome to another fragrance review. So we have another affordable fragrance review. This is a celebrity fragrance, and this is obviously, you know, we've already seen a close-up of the bottle. This is the Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. Okay, so this one is an interesting fragrance to me and to many people. So just like, you know, a lot of affordable fragrances, and you know, sometimes they do have their counterpart sisters or very similar fragrances. This one does have a nice following. This is a floral fragrance. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with, let me get my notes here. So this is a white floral, green. It also has red floral notes in there. It's fresh, lactonic, and musky. So this fragrance was launched in 2003 by the House of Taylor. And this is a true floral fragrance. So this one is a little bit vintagey, I would say. Not that it smells aldehydic or that it has a lot of, you know, like white aldehydic floral notes, like, you know, like the vintage fragrances that, you know, from back in the day. This one is more Gardenia dominated fragrance. So A lot of people say that this is a very true gardenia, but I do pick up other notes in this formulation. But there's some misconception about this fragrance. Some people think that this fragrance is older than what it is, that when it was born. This fragrance was born in 2003. But the reasoning why there is a little bit of confusion is because this fragrance is very similar to a couple of the Chanel fragrances, and one of those was very, very early on, 1925 Chanel fragrance that we'll talk about as we go along in the video, okay? So before we get into the notes, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in again. And thank you so much for your support, your love, and your comments. I really appreciate it, you guys. It helps my channel. I am trying to grow my channel, but it's difficult. It's challenging right now because fragrances are expensive, and it really puts a damper when, you know, you're buying fragrances to do reviews. So I am a collector, and I'm finding myself that I can't afford to buy as many as I was before, but you know, hopefully that will change soon. So, you know, if you would like to hit that like button, it helps me, helps the channel. If you would like to subscribe, even better, because you know, it would be great if I can reach my 1,000 subscribers. Also, if you have fragrances that you would like to donate, let me know. I will leave my P.O. box and my email in the description below in case you have any questions or in case you want to send something over to me, okay? So, okay, well, thank you so much, everyone. And for those of you that are new, this is a fragrance review channel, and we specialize in affordable fragrances. So the Gardenia, my beautiful, beautiful chickens and roosters. Top notes, we're going to move on to the top notes now. So we have green leaves, lily of the valley at the top, middle notes of gardenia, peony, and orchid. In the base notes, we have musk and that red carnation at the bottom. All right, so this fragrance, you guys, I actually like it a lot. Now, if you would have asked the younger thrifty hen back in the day when I was a teenager, when I was in my early 20s, I would have told you that this smells not good. I would have told you that this smells very floral, and I would have just, this was not my jam at all. Now, this is really growing on me. This floral note is really, really growing on me, especially in the last 1.5 to 2 years. So, this is a very fresh green white floral. So you get gardenia. As soon as you spray it, it's a punch of gardenia. It does have a little bit of crisp freshness, but from the like lily of the valley and the green leaves, that aquatic-y kind of feel. For some reason, after the initial spray, I do get some sort of coconut scent. Even though it's not listed on the notes, my nose picks up a very sweet coconut, borderline tuberose. Now, I'm very sensitive to those two, tuberose and coconut. I used to be crazy about tuberose, and I used to love it, love it, love it. I want to say in my early 30s, maybe late 20s, I was really into the tuberose, like the Michael Kors, all those. Oh, they were just delicious to me. So this one's more floral, is more lighter than that, than a tuberose. But I'm wondering if it has tuberose or coconut, or if that tuberose is very, very mild, that it picks up as a coconut kind of scent. I do like this a lot. Okay, so this is the Gardenia by Elizabeth Taylor. It is a 2003. Now, this fragrance, you guys, has been compared. The number one comparison to this is the Gardenia Eau De Parfum by Chanel. This was a 2016 formulation. And they share gardenia and green leaf notes. Now, the Gardenia Eau De Parfum does have coconut listed under their notes. So, you know what I'm saying? This could have coconut. I don't know. It could be coconut, it could be gardenia. It's one of those things. Now, the second one it's compared to is the Gardenia by Chanel, the original one, the 1925 version. That one also shares gardenia notes, but instead of green leaves, it's green notes, which I'm thinking is almost probably about the same, right? I think it's the same. The Chanel Gardenia 1925 version does have tuberose and coconut as well. So there you have it. Maybe that's where people are finding the connection, as to, you know, that it also smells like that, the Gardenia, the 1925 version because of that tuberose coconutty. Now, the Gardenia Chanel 1925, that one does have patchouli though. So I haven't smelled that one. I did smell the Gardenia Eau De Parfum 2016 version, and it does remind me of this. Now, for another more cheaper version that it was compared to this was the Island Gardenia by Jovan. That one was a 1982 fragrance. And they only list gardenia on the notes. So let's go ahead and see. You know, this is a very feminine fragrance. This is a white floral. You definitely smell the gardenia, and I think I mentioned it before in the haul that I did for the Ross haul that I did for this video. It does kind of, you know, go, it's strong. It's strong that like when you first spray it in like the first 2 hours, it's really strong, very prominent, and it leaves a scent trail, a pretty heavy scent trail. And for those that don't like the gardenia, that kind of floral note, they won't like it. But, you know, it also kind of reminds me like of an air freshener. And I know it sounds bad, but trust me, like if you like gardenia, this is a very beautiful, elegant woman, very feminine, very secure, confident, high class lady, you know. This is a really nice fragrance, and for me it's fresh. For me, it has that greenness from the notes, from the green notes. So it to me it's youthful. I know that, you know, gardenia, they associate it with grandma smell or something like that. I don't know, grandma perfume. But to me, you know, I would love to see a young girl wearing this because it's so floral. It's so beautiful. It's so bright, and it's bubbly. It's flirty. It's almost like innocent in a way, you know, like that woman that's confident, that's a lady, but still has some maturing to do because they're inexperienced. Like that innocence and delicateness of the gardenia flower. I do get, you know, after like a little bit of time goes by, I want to say during the first the first 30 minutes of spraying, you do get that carnation, and that carnation is a distinct smell. But the carnation mixed in with the gardenia and that freshness of the green leaves it's refreshing. It is a lovely fragrance. I do like this fragrance a lot. So let's talk about the longevity, okay? So this fragrance, I sprayed it, and I mean, it's not very, you know, the level of the juice is still pretty full. I have tested it for 3 days already, and I have noticed that, so I wore it when it was about 70 to 76 degrees outside, And it did nice. It was nice. It wasn't like cloying or overpowering. I did layer it with another fragrance though, so I kind of cheated. But it did well. I wore it today again, and I sprayed it on my wrist points here, and I sprayed it on my neck, and then I just did one kind of quick one like on my clothing. The longevity on me does not last on my skin, sadly. I'm really disappointed in that aspect. This fragrance just didn't last on me. And I want to say that on my skin, it only lasted about 3 hours, you guys. Now, I've seen reviews and people talking about this being like on their skin for hours and hours, and even they wash their hands and they scrub their skin and it's still on them. So I wish I had that problem, because I really love this floral note, this gardenia. On the other hand, when the clothing, it remained for I want to say for about 9 hours on my clothing. So, you know, I can still kind of get little hints of it, especially if I do like a movement or I move, I can still like very faintly. And I wish that was the dry down on my skin. I would be totally hooked on this fragrance if the longevity was better, but it's not on me. So I don't know if I got a bad batch or what the deal is, but I'm still gonna use it, you know. But I think that if I am gonna go for this fragrance for the day, I'm gonna have to take it with me so that I can reapply it probably at least 2 or 3 times a day. You know, the price point is amazing. I found this one at one of the discount stores, and I believe it was like $14, $14.99, $15 or something. So you can find this one for about $15 to $20, or maybe $25. So for a big bottle like that. So you guys, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. A big kiss and a big thank you to each and every one of you that is watching. Don't forget to hit that like button for me, subscribe, leave me your comments, and I hope that everyone is doing great. So until next time, stay tuned. Bye.